Hey everyone, I hope all of you are doing great. Have you ever been told, just forgive them, let it go, don't hold grudges, be the bigger person? And maybe you did. You forgave them, you gave them another chance, then they did the same thing again. You forgave them again and again until one day you started wondering, am I actually being a good person or am I simply allowing people to disrespect me because I am afraid of letting them go? If you have ever been in that situation, this video is for you because today I want to talk to my YouTube family about something that I think we don't talk about enough. Forgiveness does not mean you have to keep allowing someone to hurt you, and setting boundaries doesn't make you a bad person. Forgiveness and access are two different things. I want you to remember this. You can forgive someone without giving them the same access to you. Those two things are completely different. Forgiveness is about what you choose to carry in your heart. Access is about who you allow into your life. You can say, I don't hate you. I genuinely wish you well. I have forgiven what happened. And at the same time say, but I don't want this relationship anymore. That's not hatred. That's not revenge. That's not bitterness. That's called a boundary. Sometimes we confuse being forgiving with being endlessly available, and they're not the same. Don't confuse kindness with tolerating disrespect. There is a beautiful quality in being kind. There is strength in being compassionate. There is maturity in forgiving people. But kindness should never require you to repeatedly betray yourself. If someone makes a mistake, recognizes it, apologizes sincerely, takes responsibility, and changes their behavior, yes, there can be room for forgiveness. But if someone keeps hurting you, keeps lying to you, keeps disrespecting you, keeps crossing your boundaries, and every time they come back, you simply say, it's okay, I forgive you, without any change in the situation, then ask yourself, what exactly are you forgiving them for if you are also giving them permission to repeat it? Forgiveness should not become a cycle where one person hurts and the other person endlessly absorbs the damage. A second chance is not the same as unlimited chances. Yes, I believe people deserve second chances because we are all human. We make mistakes. We say things we don't mean. Sometimes we hurt people without realizing how deeply we have hurt them. And sometimes people genuinely change. So I'm not saying the moment someone makes a mistake, cut them out. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying pay attention to the patterns. A mistake is one thing, a pattern is something else. Someone saying, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, and genuinely changing their behavior is very different from someone saying, I'm sorry, only to do the exact same thing a few weeks later, then again and again. At some point, you have to stop listening only to their apologies and start watching their actions. Let me repeat this for you. At some point, you have to stop listening only to their apologies and start watching their actions. Because an apology without changed behavior eventually becomes a repetition of the same problem. You don't have to prove that you are forgiving. Sometimes we forgive people because we want to be seen as the good person. We don't want anyone to think we are angry. We don't want people to say we are holding a grudge. We don't want family members to say, but they're still your family. So we keep accepting things that are hurting us. But listen carefully. You don't have to destroy your own peace just to prove that you have a good heart. You can have a good heart and still say no. You can be loving and still have boundaries. You can forgive and still walk away. You can wish someone well and still decide that they no longer belong in your life. Those things can exist together. Sometimes walking away is not punishment. This is something I really want my YouTube family to understand. When you walk away from someone who repeatedly hurts you, you're not necessarily punishing them. You're protecting yourself. There is a difference. If I tell you, I don't want to continue this relationship because every time I let you close, I get hurt, I'm not saying I want you to suffer. I'm saying I have decided that I don't want to continue suffering. That's a very different message. You don't have to scream, you don't have to insult them, you don't have to expose them, you don't have to get revenge. Sometimes the most powerful response is simply, I forgive you, but I choose distance. Don't let guilt force you into unhealthy relationships. And this is especially important for people who have very big hearts. Sometimes, the kinder you are, the easier it is for people to take advantage of your kindness. You keep thinking, maybe they will change, maybe this time will be different, maybe I am being too harsh, maybe I should forgive one more time. And before you know it, you have spent years tolerating behavior that you would never advise someone you love to tolerate. So, here is a question for you. If your best friend came to you and described exactly what you are experiencing, what would you tell them? Would you tell them, keep accepting it because forgiveness is important? Or would you tell them, you deserve to be treated better? Sometimes we need to give ourselves the same advice we would lovingly give someone else. Forgiveness doesn't erase consequences. Another thing here we need to understand is that forgiveness doesn't mean there should be no consequences. If someone breaks your trust, rebuilding that trust may take time. If someone repeatedly disrespects you, they may lose access to you. If someone lies to you repeatedly, you may stop believing their words. If someone continuously crosses your boundaries, it's obvious you may create more distance. That's not revenge. That's a natural consequence of their choices. And sometimes people get angry when you finally establish a boundary. They may say, you have changed. And maybe you have. Maybe you have finally learned that being available to everyone isn't the same as being loving. Maybe you have learned that saying no doesn't make you selfish. Maybe you have learned that protecting your peace is not cruelty. Maybe you have finally learned your worth. This should not make you become bitter. But there is another side to this conversation. When someone hurts you repeatedly, please don't allow their behavior to turn you into someone you don't want to become. Don't spend your entire life angry. Don't wake up every morning thinking about what they did. Don't make revenge your purpose. Don't carry their actions everywhere you go. That's where forgiveness can still be powerful. You can say, what happened to me was wrong. I didn't deserve it. I will not allow it to happen again. And then let go of the need to keep fighting the same battle in your mind. You don't have to forget what happened in order to move forward. You can learn from it, you can heal from it, you can become wiser because of it, and you can still choose peace. Your heart can be soft and your boundaries can be strong. I think that's the balance we should all try to find. Don't become so hard that nobody can love you, and don't become so open that anyone can hurt you. Give people chances. Also, pay attention to the patterns. Love people, but don't abandon yourself in the process. Because loving someone should never require you to hate yourself. So, my YouTube family, if you are watching this and there is someone in your life you have forgiven 10 times, 20 times, maybe even more, I want you to pause for a moment. I'm not going to tell you whether you should stay or leave. Well, that's your decision. But I want you to ask yourself honestly, has this person changed, or have I simply become better at tolerating their behavior? That's a difficult question, I know. But sometimes the difficult questions are the ones that set us free. Ask yourself, do I feel respected in this relationship? Do my boundaries matter to this person? Do their actions match their apologies? Am I staying because I genuinely want this relationship, or because I feel guilty about walking away? And most importantly, what would I choose if I wasn't afraid of being called selfish? Sit with that. And if you need to hear this today, let me say it clearly. You are allowed to forgive someone and still choose distance. You are allowed to love someone and still say no. You are allowed to remember what happened without living in the past. You are allowed to give someone another chance without giving them unlimited chances. And you are allowed to protect your peace. Forgiveness is beautiful, but forgiveness should set you free. It should not become a lifetime contract that says, you can hurt me again and I will keep accepting it. No, you can forgive, you can release the anger, you can wish them well, and you can walk away. Sometimes forgiveness says, I don't want to carry hatred for you anymore. And a boundary says, but I won't give you another opportunity to hurt me. Both can come from a place of love. So, my YouTube family, please don't mistake having a good heart for having no boundaries. Be kind, be forgiving, be compassionate, but also be wise because your peace matters too. And sometimes the healthiest thing you can say is not, I forgive you, so let's go back to how things were. Sometimes it is, I forgive you, but things cannot continue the way they have. And that's okay. Take care of yourselves, protect your peace, and never feel guilty for choosing a healthier life. Take care.